Hello, uglies. Desmond here,
And LaCresha.
and welcome back to the channel. And today we are here to discuss the very first episode of the fifth season of the Boulet Brothers Dragula.
Dracula.
I am so
I look like a
glad.
vampire right now with my white lips.
I'm so glad that Dragula is back. I've missed this form of drag and its art form and all that good stuff. But before we
Mm-hmm.
get into it, I want to ask, what did you think of the premiere for season 5?
It was actually really good.
Really good episode. Wrong choice on who went home.
Facts.
Wrong choice of who was in the bottom too. But yes, I really enjoyed this premiere, even with the questionable judging.
Uh-huh.
And like, there was even one monster that was in the top this week, and I'm like, why?
Mm.
Like, there was another monster that I felt like could have been in their place.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, again, we're not the Boulets. This isn't Cretia and Desmond's Dragula. Although I am keeping.
Could you imagine?
Oh my goodness.
Hello, uglies.
Oh
I've
no,
met Sigourney Beaver. She was amazing.
no. My thing would be hello, ugly short people.
Not the short people.
Because you know, for those who don't know, I'm 6'10". And I typically enter
He's
the room
almost
by
7 foot, yeah.
saying hello, short people, because I don't want nobody to be left out, and I want everybody to know that I'm speaking to everybody. So I say hello, short people, and that fits everybody in the room because I am 6'10". But yes, I also met Sigourney Beaver. She was really sweet. One of my
I
favorite
told her, I was
conversations.
like, your tits are amazing. She's like, thanks you. She's like, you can thank my doctor. I was like, for real, they're fake. She was like, you thought these were real? Like, do you see mine?
Oh shoot, let me turn it down so it's not too loud. But yes, I love Sigourney. But yeah, we got Dragula season 5. There was some questionable judging, but let's go
Yeah.
ahead and get into our review. So we start off with a little welcome message from the Boulets, and we're
Yes.
reminded that they're judged on drag, filth, horror, and glamour.
L'amour.
And we also find out that once again the cash prize is $100,000, courtesy of the Boulet brothers. I
Mm-hmm.
just love how they say courtesy of us.
Yes.
They're like, no,
We are the only reason why you're getting any money.
yeah,
And
no,
you're
no,
going to earn it because you're going to be on tour with us.
yeah, like no, you're not gonna get anything from Cashapp or anything else. It is brought to you by us. Okay.
Mm.
So right off the jump, they enter into their first fright feat. They get dropped off in the middle of the woods. They have to travel through until they find their campsite. How do
Mm-hmm.
you think you would do in this fright feat?
Um, I'd have just followed the little red light, assuming we could see it, because they make it seem like they could see it, but doesn't necessarily mean that they actually could.
Mm-hmm.
But assuming we could see it, I'd have been like, there's the light. Let me just walk in that direction.
And also, in the midst of them trying to find the campground, there's also people hiding in the bushes with little tasers, scaring them.
Jesus.
I'm like, oh lord, I think I would have done fine in this fright feat, but I would have been mad if I was in heels.
Facts.
And some of them were.
Yes.
I would
I
have been
mean, in
heated.
in in pleather boots walking through the river.
I would have been heated. So that lets me know if I ever choose the route of Dragula, my walking in look are gonna be tennis shoes. I'm gonna make sure the tennis shoes match the outfit, okay? Just in case I have to Boy Scout it out and go through the woods, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and meet our monsters for season 5. Up first, we have Neo Haru X. I tried to get the best screenshots I could of their entrance looks, which it was middle of the night with very low
Mm-hmm.
lighting. But with what we
Very low
can
lighting.
see of Neo Haru's look, what did you think of Neo's look?
I wasn't a big fan of this.
I wasn't like I like it. But I feel like it's missing something.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I
And
like
like
it.
there's a lot of stuff on her face.
Oh, I love the piercings and make. I love all that. I love all that. But it's something about the outfit that's missing for me.
She's
Maybe if the
missing a
skirt was
top.
pulled up some, because it
Yeah, because it's
started.
like
It was
low on
really
her hips.
low. Yeah, it was really low. Maybe if it was up a little bit more, I don't know. But I like
Uh,
it. I like it. And her look later. Oh, we're gonna talk about that look later. We're gonna talk about that look, honey. Up next we have Onyx on Dix. Um, giving us a knockoff from the telephone music video. Baby, that read was so funny. So
Yeah,
funny.
I know.
I'm like, yes. Yes, ma'am. Get it. I thought it was good. I thought it was good. But yeah, I really enjoyed this look. I thought it was fun. It has a little element of camp and a reference that most people know. It
Yes.
worked for me. What did you think of
Oh,
Onyx's
baby,
look?
I'm gonna play. Yeah, I got that reference too, and immediately I was like, "Is that a? Wait a minute!"
See, I
And
didn't
I
get it right
laughed.
away. It wasn't until it was said later.
You
I'm
heard the
like,
read.
oh, it is. Okay, I see. I sees it. I sees it now. But let's move onwards to Throb Zombie, one of our two drag kings this season.
Hey, I'm glad somebody's doing drag kings.
So, that part. But Dracula's always done them. Let's just be honest.
Yes,
But yeah, Throb Zombie, this is the best screenshot I could get. Uh, uh,
Throb running after the van.
yes, of his look. I do like it though. And I love the
Hmm.
way that Throb does their makeup. Like, he does a really good job with the way that he defines his face. And I thought that was really good.
Yeah, they do.
Um,
Uh, I like them out of drag too.
Let me see.
That
Out
is
of
a
drag.
very interesting tattoo.
Let me see. Oh, the tattoo on the jaw. Yes, okay. You know what? Me and her would have a good time. We would.
Mhm.
We would. I
She
worked.
reminds me a lot of you.
Oh my goodness. Up next, we have Anaphylactic. First of all, love the name. Love the name. But this entrance look, although I felt like the other
Questionable.
monsters were being a tad bit mean when they were coming for the look,
Mm-hmm.
I do have to say it's a little
Underwhelming.
underwhelming. Underwhelming is the great word for it. But she completely made up for it on that main stage. Oh, we're gonna talk
Mm-hmm.
about that look that should have been in the top. We're gonna talk about that look a little bit later, okay? But yeah, what did you think of Anna's look here?
Yeah, it was questionable.
Mm-hmm.
Not my favorite.
Moving onwards, we have JK. Poor JK was robbed. Was robbed.
So
Yeah, she shouldn't. We'll talk more. We'll talk more. But yeah, I could barely get a good screenshot of
they move
JK.
a lot.
Like it was hard, but I did like the look. This was another look that the other monsters were coming for, and I'm like, y'all just. I love it though. Like
Hating.
I don't think it was hating because they did their little reads and they went right back to laughing. That's one thing I love about drag,
Mhm.
honey. They gonna read each other then start laughing.
Right.
It's
And I
all
love
good.
how they made that like a whole little PSA in the middle of the episode.
Oh
It
yeah,
was like, we read,
but we
and
were
then we go right back to being friends.
because they just don't want nobody to feel like anybody's being a bully or anything like that.
Right. Or being bullied.
But yeah, I believe in the screenshot with all their looks in it, you can see JK's look better. But I do like it. I do like it. What did you think of
Mm-hmm.
JK's look of what you can see and remember of it?
It was a lot of red.
It was like a ladybug thing going on.
Yeah, that's what they had said when she walked through the woods. It was ladybug.
So we're gonna move onwards to Cynthia Doll.
Cynthia Doll, which is a name that sounds vaguely familiar.
Well, Angelica had a Cynthia doll in the Rugrats.
Yeah, but like as far as drag is concerned,
Oh,
it sounds familiar
drag.
too.
Okay. Okay. We've had a Dahlia Sin.
Yeah.
That's a play on doll. Um, didn't we have a Dahlia Black, Victoria's daughter?
Last season.
No, no, no. Victoria's daughter was on like season 2, 3. I want to say it was her name was Doll. Matter of fact, I'll look real quick. But what did you think of Cynthia's look while I look up this baby's name?
And then there was Dolly. I can't. It was something.
Yeah, it was
Like I
Dahlia
was like,
Black. That was her name, Dahlia Black. Mm-hmm. But yeah, what do we think of Cynthia's two-piece here?
interesting.
Interesting. Oh, I liked it,
Uh-huh.
but it is just a bra and a panty.
Exactly.
It is just a bra and a panty. But listen, I love Cynthia Doll, baby. I live for her, and I know she's gonna be she's gonna be good TV. Oh, she's gonna be good TV. I already feel it in my spirit, and I'm ready to see it. So moving onwards to Blackberry from Houston, Texas. Woo woo woo! Automatically know who I'm rooting for.
Exactly.
But this is the only shot you could see of Blackberry during that little opening scene. You don't see her full outfit till they all meet up later.
Uh-huh.
So,
but I like the kind of like dominatrix vibes.
Yeah, dominatrix Baker. I live.
Yes.
So moving on to Jarvis Hammer, obsessed with Jarvis. I am obsessed with Jarvis.
I like their drag.
I love it. I love it. Other people didn't get it. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. I understood it. I want more of it. Okay. Now, granted,
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
Hey, I tried so hard. Now, granted, we gonna talk about what happened on that main stage. But this look here, I loved every piece of it. I love their character. I just it all works for me. It checks every box for me. They did a really good job here.
Translates?
Huh?
I said it translates.
Oh, it translates. Okay, I didn't know what I thought you said.
I don't know either.
Up next is Satana. She was another one you couldn't get a full body shot of when the van dropped them off. But Miss Satana, honey, she's here to stir the pot, honey.
Yes.
She's here to stir the pot. And
said it in her intro.
And I am going to be here to watch her stir it, okay?
Because you know she going to do it thoroughly.
Listen, baby, she was reading off the jump. Off the jump. Don't worry, we're going to talk about it once we get through everybody. We're going to get to it. But yeah, she came in ready, and I lived. I really did. Up next is Fantasia Royale Gaga. I love her.
She makes my titties hurt.
I love her. I love her so much. My only thing is, I'm not a big fan of these shoes with this outfit.
Facts.
But everything else, the hair, the makeup, the actual outfit looks good. It's just the shoes.
This is not a read. This is more of a compliment than anything. She reminds me of my mother, my birth mother.
Okay.
The big titties hanging down to her past her stomach kind of helped too. No offense, Mom, but those look so painful.
So I need to look it up to see if she is possibly related to Giselle. You know, we just saw on Queen of the Universe, Barbie. I mean, her name, her Barbie Royale. I'm finna look that up right now to see if there is a connection, at least if they note it real quick on here. I don't wanna know. It's an enemy, keep it on the low. Okay, I thought so.
What?
Doing drags for 20 years. Okay, no, it doesn't state. I imagine there probably is a connection because I want to say Giselle is also from Florida, so there might be a connection there. Anyway, let's move onwards to Orgotic. I'm excited for this monster right here. Orgotic, I'm excited. As soon as they walked about that van, I'm like, oh yeah. You know what? I like the really creepy. For someone who don't like horror movies, I've noticed on Dragula, I love the monster, like the monsters.
The monsters.
Yes. But yeah, I love this. I love that headpiece. Like, oh, it's so creepy. It made my flesh crawl. I loved
It
it.
scares me because they actually wrap saran wrap around their whole face.
Like, it's disgusting, and I love it. Okay, I
I'm
don't
just
care.
hoping that their teeth, that is just dye, and that their teeth are not really that brown.
Oh, that's probably just I would imagine. So if their teeth are that brown, hey, it happens to the best of us. Moving onward. Oh no, that's everybody.
Yep, that's everybody.
That's all 11 of our beautiful monsters this season. Is there any outfit that just really sticks out to you, like right now, as your favorite?
Mm, not really.
For me, it's
If I,
Jarvis. Like, I just love every piece of that.
uh-huh.
But yes. So, it's time. Oh, baby, Miss Satana off the jump. So, who do you think's going home first? Baby, we're still introducing ourselves to each other. She's like, okay, who's going home first? Enough of the kumbaya. Who's going home
She was
first?
like, okay, we're done being happy family, so
Who's going home
who's
first?
back?
And I
What's
love
going
how
on?
Fantasia was trying to change the subject. And Cynthia was like, hold on, wait, no, I answered, so y'all need to answer too. Wait a minute. That would have been me, because if I would have answered the question and somebody else tried to change the subject, I was the only one that answered. I'm going to need y'all to run that back. Run that back immediately.
Oh, come back.
Rewind, play. I need y'all to answer that question.
One more time.
One more time. Call me Daft Punk up in here, okay? We gonna run that back. All the way back. But yeah, after they had that moment, they laughed, and then it's time for the Boulets to they come on the screen and they let them know that they are competing for $100,000. They're looking for
Yes.
their next super monster who will be leading the tour. You know. And they announced that they all won the Fright Feat, and they get some makeup.
Yay.
Which I love that. I was like, oh, they're giving out makeup? They say, listen, we're going to give you every tool you possibly can to look good here. And if you still don't
Yes.
look good here, we can read you even harder because we even gave you makeup.
Right.
Which, to be honest, all drag shows provide makeup. If we're going to be real. Drag Race does. Camp Wakakiki does. Camp Wakakiki. I think I'm saying it wrong. It's one that I recently got into. It's real cute. It's real cute. It's real cute. It's real cute. But yeah, they provide makeup anyway. I don't know why they made a big deal talking about we're giving you makeup. Other than they just wanted to get this sponsor out. Like, oh, we're giving you this blah blah brand. I can't remember the brand off the top of my head. We're giving you this brand of makeup.
But and I was like, I vaguely remember that brand from like DragCon.
Oh, really?
I think so. Because I was trying to buy makeup from everybody.
Next year, I might buy me a little bit. So, it is now time for them to know that the floor show and the category is Terror in the Woods. So not only do they have to provide the look, they have to perform on the stage. And they said you can use any of the categories, filth, horror, or glamour. This isn't a particular challenge. Just show us who you are. Show us who you are. So, afterwards, they get some shots. They go get the makeup. Oh, I took a screenshot of the makeup. Black Moon? Yes. Black Moon.
Black Moon. So, how do you like the lab, as it's called now, since it's not?
Yeah, it's not the boudoir anymore. It's the laboratory. Did they get out of my laboratory? I'm sorry. As soon as they said it, Dexter popped in my head. Did they get out of my laboratory?
Laboratory.
I love the way he said it. Oh, that was my show right there. Now, if y'all watched Dexter's Laboratory growing up, y'all know that's the show. Okay,
What the?
so Dee Dee get out of our laboratory. Yeah, I was wondering why they changed it this season, but they did.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
the monsters walk in. They see their makeup. I almost said Joey J. JK.
Ooh.
JK. I'm a
He
gay
said
ass
Joey
bitch. I'm
J.
Joey J. I feel a queen plot twist. I came to slay. Let's not get to that. Um, but
Mm,
JK showed that they had a little injury running through the woods last night.
yes.
Baby, running up them woods caused her to get some scratches or whatever the situation was there. They're all wrapped up.
Hmm.
And I'm like, oh, is this going to come into effect later? No, it didn't. It was just something they told us.
I mean, it might come into effect like later in another episode, but for right now, no.
So we see them get ready, as they always do. And my favorite part is when they start flashing the light saying, time to get to the main stage. And everybody's like, oh no, I'm not ready. Hold on. And I love Fantasia that she played into it. She was like, ah! I was like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I loved every
Ran
minute of
around the entire room.
it. But yes, so it is now time for the new main stage and the Boulet
Ooh,
brothers.
how do you feel about this stage?
I like it.
Yes. I said, okay,
I don't.
look at you
I don't want
trying to
to.
be like
I don't want to mention the other show, but is giving very much
that
that
other
show's
show.
main stage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay. But I like it. I do like it. And, being someone who's watched from season one when it was airing,
Mm-hmm.
well, I started watching when season three, three was airing, and I caught up on one and two. But just watching from season one till now, to see
Mm-hmm.
the growth, all the Boulets had was a hope and a nightmare. And they made it. They
Hey,
made it work. Like, if you remember that season one, could we even call that a
it was
stage?
rough.
Can we even call that a stage? It was a
No.
curtain and a table for the judges to sit at. And like even the judges panel, like come on, like and they built this with nothing.
Mm,
Like I said, hope
with
and a
nothing.
nightmare. Hope and a nightmare. And they made it work. And I love it. Now let's talk about the Boulet brothers' looks here. What did we think?
Um, I'm not quite sure what to think. Like, it's not bad, but it's not the best that I've seen from them
Like
either.
it's the same Boulet-ness,
Mm-hmm.
but there is some elevation.
Yes.
It's the boots. It's the boots that throw me off. It makes them both look so short. Like,
I'm
I honestly
assuming they're
think this.
trying to look the same height.
Now, I hope they're not. It's very clear one's taller than the other. I hope they're not.
Facts.
But if they would have just this a nice little pump, I think that could have really elevated the look in just the simplest way.
Mm-hmm.
Because they both have nice legs, and they show it
Yeah.
in every other look. So why are we not showing them here? But
Mm-hmm.
yes, the Boulets on our new main stage. But yes, this main stage, I like it. It very much reminds me of that other show. But I
Very
like
much
it.
so.
I like it. So this week we are joined by Mike Flanagan, who is a writer and director, and
Yes.
also Felissa Rose, who is an actor and a campground expert. Now, the way she was talking, I believe she's probably starred in some form of a horror movie. Do you happen to know which
Mm-hmm.
one?
No.
You don't. Well, I'm going to look it up.
Okay.
I'm in the mood of looking things up. So let's
Hey.
see. She's known for her work in the horror drama, where she is recognized as a scream queen. She was in Sleepaway Camp, which came out in 1983. And then 2008, she returned for the sequel, Return to Sleepaway Camp. She also was in Silent Night, Zombie Night, The Perfect House, Camp Dread, Death House, Victor Crawley, Bloody Summer Camp. Baby, she does a lot of camp stuff. No wonder they made. That's why it says campground expert, because she has a lot of camp here.
Yes.
And then the Terrifier 2. Oh, Terrifier 2. I do know about Terrifier 2. I do know about the Terrifier 2. I didn't watch it, but I remember people going, crazy over it. Okay. Well, she was lovely to have back because, she's been here before. But it was lovely to have her back. So let's get into these looks. Terror in the Woods. But before we do that, Roxy St. James, congratulations. You have been casted on Dragula. Season 5. You get your little paper and it tells you, Terror in the Woods. What would Roxy St. James bring to the new and improved main stage?
Oh, Lord, Terror in the Woods. Oh, I would do the witch from Into the Woods.
Oh, okay. I thought you were finna say the witch to something else. I'm like, no, that's my witch.
Oh, don't do one of the Sanderson sisters.
Oh, no.
Because that would have been my only other one, but the witch from Into the Woods. And I would have showed both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And then been like, it's the good night.
Now, with me, I would have been the witch in the story of Hansel and Gretel. I would be.
Hello, mother. When?
Yes. I would be all dressed up, all creepy looking, and then just have candy stuck all over me. I would come out with a skewer with both of their heads on it. In this version, she got them. Yeah, in this version, she got them. And they'll be like, their mouth is just full of like cotton candy, and their gums and their teeth are falling out because of all the sweetness that I gave them. Yeah. I would have went more of the filth route with this.
The gore, filth.
I would have went filth this way. But I've always noticed, like, when we talk about what we would do with Dragula, I tend to lean more towards filth. So it's good to know if I were to go down the Dragula route, just know I would be a filth queen. And I think that would be the most shocking thing about me, because I am far from that. But it's like, yeah. A nice little skewer with both of their heads on it, maybe like a big piece of onion or something. And maybe, no. Okay, let me stop. It's gonna get dark. But just know, I would have been the witch from Hansel and Gretel. In this story, she would have won.
Okay.
So let's get into these looks, honey. Up first, we have Jarvis Hammer.
Wow.
It's terror, but I don't get the woods part. Like, if this was prehistoric terror, this would have been perfect.
It's a prehistoric terror.
Let me be nice. Colonial terror.
Colonial terror.
Then it would fit the gig. But terror in the woods, and like they even said it when the Boulets had their own little sit down moment, and I'm like, oh, so Jarvis is probably going to be in the bottom, and then they call Jarvis safe. I'm like,
right. And I was like, wait a minute.
Y'all was bumping all them gums just a second ago.
Right. But I'm assuming they gave her a pass because the makeup was good.
Makeup's great, but it didn't fit the category for me. It didn't.
No.
Up next is Fantasia Royale Gaga. Amazing. I love this. If I would have saw this in the woods in the middle of the night, I would have shit myself. Immediately. I'd have been no good to nobody. What did you think of this look?
You know what? I agree. If I'd have saw this in the woods, yeah.
Yeah, I love that headpiece with the skull with the feathers coming out of it.
It looks very traditional.
It looks very traditional. Very voodoo as well. Very
Very
voodoo.
voodoo, very witch doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna move onwards to Orgotic. Baby, I would have ran for my life.
I'd
You
have
know,
twisted my knee.
that part, I would have been that one white girl that twists the ankle, trips over nothing.
And it's like,
No, no, no. But yes, I love the arms. I think the arms is what really sell it for me.
yes.
Is that the arms really what sell it for me? And I'm glad they chose to wear the little camper thing so that it can tie in the woods. Because without that, I would have been like,
Mhm.
"Where's the woods?"
Yeah, because I was thinking that too when I watched it the first time. I was just like, where are the woods?
Moving on to Onyx on Dix. I don't. Again, it didn't fit the category. I'm gonna be honest.
No, because I don't even know what they're trying to reference here.
Yeah. Now on
And
this
there was
one,
another one I thought should have been in the bottom.
I don't like. She was in the bottom. She just wasn't in the bottom two.
Right.
I don't think I would have put her there, but she would have got a message like, "Hey, this didn't fit the category."
Mm-hmm.
I love the little monster on your shoulder. That was cute. But
Mm-hmm.
this does not. Again, this is more colonial terror.
More Victorian than
Colonial,
colonial.
Victorian, all the same thing in my eyes. Terror.
Two completely different centuries.
I know it is, but let me have my moment. Up next is Neo Haru X. Amazing.
This was gorgeous.
Amazing. Oh, I love every piece of this.
If she hadn't been a fox, I wouldn't have got woods from this. But then at the same time, I was like, well, maybe, she's doing like a Hoso situation where it ties into some Asian myth
a folklore or something.
story. Yeah.
But I really enjoyed this. It gave the terror element. I got the woods. The fox has like 12 different tails. Love that.
Facts.
I just thought this was creepy. This was scary. This is what I wanted. This
Mm-hmm.
is what I wanted. Up next is Throb Zombie. I love this. I did. I did. Now I wish it would have gave more camp. Well,
Mm-hmm.
not camp, but more. I saw camp on his shirt. I wish it have gave more like woods. But if you see this person, you would know. Oh yeah, okay. They give the appearance that they live in the woods. So
Right.
I'm
I
okay.
think it's the double pronged fork that takes you out of it and makes you think just barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
If it had been like a hammer or even like a saw
Yeah,
for a
maybe even an
hand,
axe. Like something along that line. I feel you.
yeah,
I feel
then I'd
you.
have been like, oh, woods, run as fast as you possibly can.
And like I get it, but I just wish it screamed it more.
Yeah.
But it's a good look. Good look.
Yes.
Up next is Blackberry. Um, can I be honest?
They shouldn't have been safe.
Yeah, this was just a safe look for me. I don't particularly care for this look, but it does give terror in the woods.
Right.
Unlike,
This is them playing the victim as opposed to being the killer.
yeah, and like I like that aspect of it because there were other looks that didn't give terror in the woods at all, but I didn't particularly care for it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish the sleeping bag dress would have went all the way around.
Facts.
It kind of took me out of it, and I love Blackberry. I just
Mm-hmm.
would have put her safe this week. Just safe.
Just safe.
Just safe. What did you think of this look here?
Um. Yeah. I mean, for me, I was just like, okay, so you're sleeping naked in your sleeping bag in the woods, and you ran out with it, and then somehow got stabbed with marshmallows.
You know what? I didn't even see it that way. That makes me like it a little bit more. Not to the point where it's a toot or anything, but
Right.
it gave me a storyline. I'm like, okay.
But see, I shouldn't have to explain her look for you.
I was like, okay, picture it, Sicily, 1952. I'm here with you. I'm there. We're on the same page. I got you.
Like 1936.
Got you. So we're going to move onwards to Satana. And this does give me like a woodland creature, but it doesn't give me terror.
Exactly. It was just like the fairy got burnt in the woods.
Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Like, it's cute, but it's missing the terror in the woods.
I mean, maybe they were going for glamour.
But there is a glamorous way to serve terror.
Yeah.
Victoria Elizabeth Black is a prime example of that. Mm-hmm. She gives very much glamour, but in a terror way. Very much so. But yeah, I like the look. It just didn't scream terror. And I think that's what got her landed in the bottom.
Yeah.
Up next is Cynthia. She's a really cool dancer. Cynthia. Boogie to the groove now. If y'all know that song, y'all are the real Rugrat fans. Because, baby, shake it, it's so fantastic. Just don't break it. She's only made of plastic. Cynthia. Hey, let me stop. So what did we think of Cynthia's mushroom?
She was a mushroom.
You didn't know this was a mushroom?
Fingers. No, I knew she was a mushroom.
Oh, okay. I was going to say you couldn't tell by the headpiece.
I knew by the headpiece, by the skirt. I knew exactly what kind of mushroom she was.
I love this look. The fingers don't bother me none. Like, this is a really good. This could have been in the top for me.
Fingers look like a bunch of penises.
I was gonna say this could have been in the top for me, but the ones that I wanted in the top were better. But this was a great look from Cynthia.
Yeah.
Onwards to JK. Honestly, I felt like the Boulets were too harsh on this look because I understood it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's from Amazon. Ooh. Not every queen has the coins to or the skills to make something like this from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
And although it is from Amazon, I like what she did with it. She put some wear and tear on it. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like she just put it on and was like, okay, I'm done. But yeah,
I don't know.
That really got in that headpiece with the melted marshmallow going all over her face. I was like, I live for this.
Right. I mean, I don't think it was a bad look.
And to me, it fit the category.
I appreciate it, like the little marshmallow fluff slime that she put all over everywhere to make it look sticky. I don't know. I don't know why. Other than the fact that she bought it from Amazon, I think they just wanted to have a moment like the other person who hosts that other show who got onto a UK queen about purchasing their stuff.
But yeah, for me, this fit the category. So alone, she should have been safe. Mm-hmm. When we had several monsters, that did not fit the category. But hey, let's keep it pushing. Up next is Anaphylactic. Phylactic, I'm sorry. I love this. I don't know how this wasn't in the top.
It didn't fit the category for me.
What?
It was a bride in the woods.
What? It gives.
Unless the story is she got killed and was dragged to the woods and drowned, I didn't understand it.
I got more like, oh, this is an ogre that eats people.
Is an ogre?
Yeah.
I didn't get ogre.
I got ogre. I love this look. It should have been top in my opinion. I thought it was good. It's creepy. It's disturbing.
It is disturbing.
So the Boulets do their little shit talking. That apparently they just do a lot of talk and have no bark, no action, all talk.
All bark, no bite.
All bark, no bite. Because, baby, the way they were talking about Throb Zombie, you couldn't tell me. I'm sorry, not Throb, but Jarvis. The way they were talking about Jarvis, you couldn't tell me Jarvis wasn't going to be in the bottom. You couldn't tell me. And then, like,
because I was like, wait, what?
Jarvis, you're safe. What? Excuse me? Huh?
Yeah?
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 But we have all of our amazing
Don't
monsters.
ask me why that's my new favorite thing. I do that to my kids all the time.
So we have all the amazing monsters here. Who had your favorite look of the week?
Favorite look. I'm gonna have to say Throb.
I'll have to say Neo. Neo Haru the fox. What does the fox say? I don't know, but it looks good, okay?
You know, I'm not gonna lie, because when I was watching it, I was like, I don't get it. And then having to go back and look at it, I was just like, oh, okay, I guess I get it.
So we find out that the tops and bottoms this week is Neo, Blackberry, Organic, and in the bottom we have Onyx, Satana, and JK. Do we agree with the tops and the bottoms?
Yeah, maybe just a little bit.
I do not.
There are some people that needed to have been there.
Now, I would have had Neo, Organic, and Anaplectic in the top.
Yes.
Hands down. Blackberry, I love you, sis. But you would have just been safe this week.
Facts.
In the bottom, I would have had Onyx on Dix, Throb Zombie, and Satana. Y'all,
in the bottom?
Yeah, in the bottom. I think
Throb. You would have Throb in the bottom?
Oh, I'm sorry, Jarvis. I keep getting them mixed up. That is going to be an issue.
I was like, wait, those are two different, completely different.
Completely different.
Aesthetics.
Completely different. I don't know what is going on with me in these streets, honey. But
that's okay. It's a good day. It's a good LaCresha paid attention day when I can correct you.
Yes, honey, because, baby, I was over here saying Throb.
No, not Throb. Throb did good. Throb was safe.
I meant to say
Jarvis, on the other hand. I appreciate Jarvis's aesthetic.
Yes.
It just didn't fit the category.
Yes.
I wouldn't have got into the woods with that. I would have got like haunted 18th century ghost town.
So we find out that Neo is the winner this week. I personally agree with it. Do you?
Yeah.
And we find out that our bottom two this week is Satana and JK. Honestly, it should be Satana and Jarvis. There we go. I almost said Throb again. Jarvis.
Wrong J.
Jarvis. So Satana and Jarvis should have been the bottom two in my eyes. But hey, we're not the Boulets. So they let them know that their extermination challenges, they have to travel 5 miles through the woods again, go to a bridge to nowhere, and bungee jump off of it. Now, me personally, I think I could have done that. I would have had no problem with that.
5 miles.
Especially when we saw that nothing was jumping out at them. I'm like, oh, baby, yeah, I could have handled that. A nice little walk through the woods. And I've been bungee jumping before, so I'll be like, weave!
You've been bungee jumping before?
It was part of this teen leadership program that I went to when I was in high school.
Oh.
Yeah, it was all about building trust and learning blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada.
We did like wall climbing and, you fall backwards. So
we did the trust fall. We climbed up the wall. We walked the zip line. We did the little skyline thing, which led us to the bungee jump. Yeah, it was all basically just learning to trust other people. That was the whole thing, just learning to trust other people.
Mm-hmm.
And it helped a little bit. I still don't trust these hoes. But by the end of that day, I trusted the people I was with, and that was the important part. I trusted them
Facts.
because if they were able to catch this big boy, I had to give them all props. I'm like, look at y'all. Y'all caught me. I can rock with y'all. Y'all didn't let me fall.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it took me forever to climb the wall because I was scared. And it took me forever to walk the zip line because I
Uh-huh.
was scared. And then when they pushed me down the little zip line thingy, yeah, they pushed me because once again, I was
I was
scared.
scared.
And like you could tell the guy was over me because I was the last one. Took me forever. He was completely over me. He didn't even give me like any second. As soon as he saw I was secure, I'm like, okay. Oh, and he was like, "Foosh." I'm like, ah! Didn't
He's
even,
like, let's get your big out of here.
baby, he was done with me. Done. Pushed me off that
Done.
thing. He did. But anyway, so they go back to the cauldron. Nothing too crazy happened in the cauldron. And
Mm-hmm.
then we go into the extermination where they went through the woods and they're jumping off of the bridge to nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Now, I was wondering how they were going to play this because for me, the obvious little snippet would have been they bungee jump and then they pretend it breaks and then you find them all at the bottom with the rocks.
That's what I was thinking too. I was thinking, oh, as they're getting ready to jump, you'll see one of the boulets like cutting the wire or something to
Right.
where, just like you said, they would have fallen and hit the rocks. But no, it went a different way. I'm like, it was right there.
Like, we're there for you. I don't want to have to write the show for
That
you,
part.
but if I have to.
But yeah, after the extermination, the cutscene begins, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, uh oh, who's it gonna be? And part of me was like, watch them sitting home, JK, for no reason at all. And then boom, at Camp
Sitting home
Crystal
JK.
Lake, there is JK, who is our first monster exterminated from the season. So they ran through
Hmm.
this little house. You thought the
I got
Boulet.
used to the All Stars format, so I was like, "Where's the little picture of it graying?" It wasn't there.
And them standing up on that thing, and they're like, whoo, whoo. But yes, they were stabbed through the stomach and are no more. Sad day, sad day. But that
Sad
was our
day.
first episode of the Dragula. The first episode.
The first
The
episode.
first episode. I thought it was a great start for the season, although there's already questionable judging. And that's my thing. I understand y'all got to produce the show. Y'all got to do what y'all think is the best. But
Right.
and I understand it's a reality show first before it's a competition show. So of course we need to
Right.
keep the Satanas, we need to keep the Cynthia dolls, we need to keep the Fantasias, just so that we have something to watch. But you also got to remember it is a competition as well.
Right.
And I'm like, let's remember we can do both.
Mm-hmm.
We can do both. But hey, let's go ahead and wrap things up here. Where can they find you on social media?
You can find me at Cretia McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me in the club, pocket full of bud, mama. But if I'm not there, you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDSMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.